right, so reflecting on last season, can you explain to me how last year went with the football program?
Yeah, last year was tough. The expectations going into the season were relatively high. We had good numbers. After August kind of came and went through camps, our numbers somehow ended up a little lower once the season started. From there, I don't think we were ever really able to get our feet underneath ourselves and have any kind of motivation or it was tough, but we learned a lot about ourselves. I think that we had a young team last year, so we've got a lot of returning seniors that went through those experiences last year, and that should make us stronger. And hopefully we're able to make it a better year this year.
Last year was terrible when it came to how we acted, how everyone was together. We were all split apart, just trying to be 11 people on the field. And I feel like with the changes that he's making, we're all becoming just one unit.
Last season, we had trouble with just being apart, not coming together as one, and then that brought less energy. We didn't get each other hyped up as much, and I know that it was tough, and we definitely needed to come together in a time when we weren't doing very good, and we failed to do that, but things have changed.
Ooh. Well, everything seemed like it was going great at first. And then next thing you know, had an injury, which then led to another downside and another downside. And next thing you know, we were just in a downward spiral. Kids stopped believing, the spirit was broke. It just, like I said, it was a snowball effect. When it rained, it poured, literally.
All right, this season, plan to win a lot of games, bring the energy back to Houghton Lake, because we used to have that with guys like Jay Camp and Colby Wera and Brian Morgan, but not past couple of years. It's been awful, and it's been something to be a part of that hasn't been enjoyable. And now I think we got a chance to put the program in the right direction.
Me personally, I want to be able to bring my attitude a lot better than last year. Like last year, when something bad would happen, I would kind of hang my head down and let it get to me for the next play. This year, I want to be able to good play, bad play, next play kind of thing, where I mess up, I fumble or whatever, I get up, learn from it, don't do it again, and move on.
Yeah, I don't like to think about last year a whole lot. I watched the film, and to me, last year doesn't really matter. I wasn't here. There were some kids here, probably, 15 or so of them, but I got to look at all those kids and say, hey, you get a fresh start. We're starting fresh. I'm bringing my energy regardless of what happened last year, 2 years ago, what the culture's been like the last 10 years. I got to put that on my shoulders and trust my staff's going to share that same message and vibe, which is a little challenging because some of the staff members have been here too. So they've had those unsuccessful seasons, and sometimes that wears on you as both a player and a coach. So I just try to come in and start fresh. And for me, it was an easy job to take because, hey, they've been bad. It's a win-win situation for me. If we win 2 games, better than last year. So it's a low-risk, high-reward proposition for me.
I believe in you guys, I believe in what we've done, and I believe in the process, all right? I'm not here to give you a bunch of rah-rah stuff. I'm gonna leave that to this guy right here. Let's get it.
Listen, boys, in the wintertime and the spring, when we started out, we were not a team. You remember we took this rope, right? Out on the track. We started becoming a team then. That's when we started to gel together. You guys worked your ass off over the summer, okay? 2-a-days, all that shit. Now it's time that it pays off, okay? Now it's time to pay it off. Now understand this, we gotta eat tonight, right? We gotta eat. It's effort first. Every play that you're out there, give it all your effort. You understand that? Every play. Offensive line, continue blocking. Defense, we gotta run the football. All right? Understand that. Hey, we got to have a great attitude, man. Okay? Attitude. We're going to face adversity, like Coach said. When we turn the ball over, do we have a good attitude? We got to have a good sudden change attitude. You understand? That T is toughness, right? We got to be tough. We got to have a mentality of a dog, right? We got to have that dog mentality tonight. Now, where my dogs at? 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 Bring it up! Bring it up! 3, 1, 2, 3! Let's go!
Let's go! Hey, we're walking it out. Walking it out. 2 by 2. 2 by 2. Hey, we're getting it up, we're getting a break, and then we're circling up, and we're breaking on buck. So now we're going here. Yes, sir! Hey, we're on 3. 1, 2, 3, Irving! Circle up, circle up! Let's go! Yes, sir! Hey, let's go! Come on, beat him out, beat him out! Hey, beat me up! Tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up! Let's go, boys, let's go! Hey, we're breaking on buck! Breaking on buck! Hey, y'all boys ready? Get out. Hey, go, go. Buck! 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 Bobcats on three. 1, 2, 3, Bobcats!
Can you describe to me the feeling when you step on the field before a game? Like, what are the emotions that run through your mind?
So initially, like, obviously stay calm, stay cool, think out, manifest, just know your job and get it done. But once you get out on that field, man, it's like, just lock in. It's time to go. Like, be with your brothers and just know your job and trust that they have your back and you have theirs.
So have there been any particularly challenging moments or setbacks during your football, like, career, I guess, or your football journey? How did you overcome them, and what did you learn?
For sure. So I've always had hip injuries throughout my whole life growing up, and just working out and pushing myself with my teammates and having them by my side just to help me push through all of it. And any injury, really, it's just good to have your brothers and just know that they have your back and they'll take care of you when you need it.
And then coaches often play a significant role in a player's development. Can you share some lessons that you've learned from your coaches that extend beyond football even?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, every single day we always start with a quote at the beginning of the week, work, eat, effort. Eat has been a really big thing this year. It's effort, attitude, toughness. And I think that really plays a role not only in football but also in life, especially in the classroom and in school. Just be a better person. And that's what our main motto has been for the whole year, is just be the best person that you can be and be a good person and do the right thing. So I say that definitely plays a big role.
So what are your future goals in football, both at a high school level and beyond? How do you plan to continue pursuing your passion for the sport?
Really just keep working. I mean, I know God's got me, I know my brother's got me, and I'm just gonna keep pushing as far as I can and end up where God wants me to go and just play down that path of where He wants me. So.
And football often creates a strong sense of camaraderie among players. Can you describe the bond you have with your teammates, and how does this help with the success of a football team?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, compared to last year, it's like a whole brotherhood just came in, like new people. I'd say I love these people like I do my actual family, even more. Like, just the things that we've been through, it just helps us play out there. It just allows me to know that if this guy's got my back, I know he's got mine. And I think that plays the biggest role on the field of just, if I mess up on this play, I know I'm letting my brothers down, so I know I can't do that. And I think that plays a big role in being a family for sure.
And we're back on the Kiss Me Coffee pregame show with Houghton Lake Bobcat head coach Ryan Searsaw. Another conference game tonight as the Manton Rangers come to town. A couple of added distractions this week as we get back to school. This all-time series with Manton tied at 2 games apiece. Let's talk a little bit about this week in practice. What we work on, what we see.
Yeah, this week, like you said, it was a little bit different. We started school on Tuesday, and it was a half of a day. So we have an extra day, but kids do have a little bit of distraction, back in the building, hanging out with some old friends, having to go through the structure of school. So that was a little bit of an adjustment. And we talked about that on Tuesday at practice, and we acknowledged it. We said we're not going to pretend that this adjustment doesn't affect anybody. We're just going to acknowledge it and then move past it and get right back to doing what we do. That's been our main focus this week is, hey, let's be us. We don't need to do a million different things. We've proven to ourselves that, what we're doing works, and now it's just time to go out and execute.
Well, Manton's off to a little bit of a rough start. They're 0-2 after losses in Week 1 to Glen Lake and then fell last week to McBain 18-7. But you've said that record might not tell the whole story about this team. What do we know about the Rangers?
Yeah, I don't think the record says that at all. We even looked, McBain and Glen Lake, I think if you combine them over the last 8 years, so 16 seasons, they've made playoffs like 13 out of the last 16. So they've lost a pretty good program traditionally. And as far as we see it, this is Manton's, this is their biggest game of the year. They have to win this game, kind of treating it like the Super Bowl. And they're big and they're fast. Number 1 and number 5 will be 2 of the fastest players we've seen so far this year. They can definitely change the defense's pursuit angle because they do have that kind of that track speed. I know they both ran track last year. And then number 8 is going to be a fullback, and he's probably the hardest hitting kid, the most tenacious kid we have played against. all year as well. And they're willing to do what it takes to win games, and I know they're hungry for it. So, again, we just got to be ourselves and not think too much out of the box and just, again, execute.
Well, speaking of what it takes to win games, what do you call as our keys to victory here tonight?
Our keys to victory are going to be getting them off of the field. In both games that they've played, they've had like an 11, 12, or 13-play drive that ate up close to a whole quarter on the clock. So tonight we got to get them off the field in 3 or 6 downs and give our offense enough possessions to put some points on the board.
Everybody healthy and available for tonight?
Everybody's healthy and available, which is always a good thing, especially in small school football, so we're pretty excited about that.
We look forward to full stands out here at Bobcat Field, and if we get off to another fast start, we can make it 3-0 for the season. Coach Ryan Searsaw, we appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Go Cats.
It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a real good night. It's gonna be a good night for Houghton Lake.
We was looking like them damn dogs. Throw that shit right now. Let's go. Save it on 3. 1, 2, 3, save it!
Snap option comes to the near side, and he's going to be yanked down in the backfield.
Big boy 59 James Wright on the close side of the field here, just fighting through a blocker to make that tackle.
Graham's going to get to the 50-yard line. Now the 40. He's up and running. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. He's in for the touchdown. No flags.
Is he out? I think he might be out of bounds.
They're questioning it on the far side. We've got one defender saying he was pushed out at the 5. We've got one saying he didn't nick the pylon. But we've got officials in striped shirts. One walking down the goal line who said he got in. Time expired. So whatever he did, that's going to be the be-all, end-all. We do have officials conferring, and they are going to say he's short of the goal line. Oh, what a nightmare. And that was a touchdown-saving tackle, as Graham did all he could to plunge towards the end zone there, took it down to the 3-yard line.
You're just going to get set on the left side super tight. They're probably going to run a bunch of guys over. Oh, they're doing the same shit.
And Rangers set to kick it away. Big boot goes into the ball at the 40, and that is a big boot. Graham has to go back and field it at about the 13-yard line. Now he's going forward across the 20, 25, skips a tackler, now skips another across the 30, throws out a stiff arm, but he's taken down. He's going to go to the trailer. He's going to skip across the 40-yard line, now 45, and ahead across the 50. Go to Graham. He's going to stiff arm across the 25, ahead of the 20, and is on the way to the end zone, and that one ain't going to be called away. Touchdown by the Bobcats. A great 5-play drive. Now there's the option. Off his hands, loose on the ball. And it's a Bobcat. The handoff, quarterback keeper once again. Good for first down yardage and then some. Bailey's across the 30, deeper into Manton territory. They'll pull him down at the 27-yard line. Move those chains and a first down Bobcat.
This Bobcat offensive line is doing an incredible job of getting a good push off the snap of the ball.
handoff, and loose ball.
Out.
Loose ball,
Get on it.
and that's going to be jumped on right at the goal line, and it's jumped on by the Bobcats. Recovered by number 52 down there. And we were talking about John Shellhouse and the good games he's been having. And there is a fumble recovery for a touchdown. By the Bobcats, run big boy, run! Recovered by number 53, and a big play for Ethan Naylor. A direct snap to Trader, and untouched, absolutely untouched, in for the touchdown.
Everybody get us, hey, get us on video. This shit's gonna go hard. Hey! 1, 2, 3. March down the field, fighting for Houghton Lake. Break through that defense line with strength to divide. So give a loud cheer for Bobcat men. They're here to win again. Nature's team will fight to the end, but we will win!
Yeah. So Calvin Hissong, this is my second year with the program, with the varsity program. I've been in Houghton Lake coaching since 2014. Got into football early on. My dad was my youth coach in 5th and 6th grade. I was a 4th grader that played on 5th and 6th grade, so I kind of started young. And then never really looked back. I always played football throughout college for 3 years. I had a career-ending neck injury at Central Michigan University, but was able to walk on there, earn a scholarship. And that last year when I did get injured, I transitioned to a coach. And from there, just got kind of the coaching in my blood. And I went to the University of Texas Pan American, studied some general athletics and the administration side of it. Coached for a little bit at the University of Massachusetts on the defensive line and defensive backs. And then ultimately came here to Houghton Lake. The college run was pretty short in coaching. You kind of got to start at the bottom, and I was living in the defensive coordinator's basement at the time, and just decided that I wanted kind of a little different lifestyle and to kind of come back home and get grounded, and Houghton Lake was a good spot for that at that time in my life.
So can you share some of the most significant challenges you face as a coach and how you overcome them?
Yeah, so as a coach, we got to be motivators, but we also have to keep standards, right? And sometimes that can blur the line. And I think with a new coach coming in this year, and Coach Shearsaw, he's set some standards for the program. Now it's a matter of upholding them to his standards, to our standards, to the program, the new program that he's trying to set. And it starts with the seniors this year, who again have gone through a little rough season, rough patch last year. They should be primed for, their ears should be perked up, and they should be listening to everything, because they've got an opportunity to change that. But as far as a coach goes, finding that right motivation, finding the right things to say, but also building relationships. You don't want to tear a kid down without trying to build him up and get to know him first. Especially at this level, we're not recruiting any players. It's not college where we get to go around and meet kids before they play for you, right? We're in this community together. And now that I've been here for 9 or 10 years, I feel like I've got a good grasp on some of the kids and the families here in town. And that makes for I think a better experience all in all, is building those relationships with the kids and trying to figure out what makes them tick. But that's an ever changing thing, depending on the day, depending on how class goes, how school goes, whatever it is.
Can you tell me about the changes that have been happening within the football program leading up to this season?
Yeah, I think change has kind of been a norm around here lately. The kids if you're a sophomore right now on the football team, you've had 3 coaches in 2 years, right? So you've heard 3 different voices already in your young football high school career. And I think with Coach Searsaw coming in and implementing his program, it's been a great change. It's been necessary, but there's an excitement that he brings that's rubbing off on the kids. It's rubbing off on the coaching staff. And I think with the right focus and attention to detail, if the kids come ready and they're listening and they're willing to be coachable, I think that there can be a culture change that transcends just the football program, but maybe builds into the athletic program, to the school, to more of a spirit and a pride that may not only just change our school, but our community too. And I think that's the big picture that Coach Searsaw brings. And it's nice to see us get to work every day, right? That these kids have been showing up in the weight room through the winter. They've been through the spring, whether they played a sport or not. They're waking up early in the morning, getting lifts in. They've had to lift out in a barn next to the field, right? So we've got a couple cornerstones of that industrialism and that work ethic. And I think it starts with Coach Searsaw showing up every day ready to work.
I'll give you one more.
Mm-hmm.
What is something the players have taught you?
They teach me stuff every day, man. It's cool now being I'm a dad now, right? So I'm a year into being a dad, and it's a different perspective now as a coach, right? So when you get to build these relationships, get to know the kids, they'll do things, they'll say things, and you may be quick to be like, I'm not buying that. But once they explain themselves, you can see kind of where they're coming from. And I just think it's a good reminder as a coach, as a human, to just kind of take people, not at face value, but get to know them a little better. And when you're with a group full of, varsity and JV football players, what they're going through in their life and the adversity that we face on a daily, just being that age and then also being in our community, you can always learn something from them. And I'm proud of how they've, stuck with it. But one big theme this year is the fact that, last year they just showed up, right? We made it through a season, but we got to show up now. We got to do something different. Just showing up isn't enough. And I think with Coach Searsaw here, what he brings to the table, if they're willing to listen and be coachable, we can do something special.
Call too with the DN that they start hitting the seatbelt. Now, other than that, boys, tonight is about going to war. Understand? We're going to have battles that happen in the first, second, third quarter. All right, we're going to win some of those battles, and we're going to lose some of those battles. If we lose a battle, we got to be ready for failure and to overcome that shit with another rep. Right?
Yes, coach.
Be yourself tonight. You ain't got to be anything other than yourself. You prepare for this shit. You're ready for this moment. Let's be ourselves, and let's make sure we eat. Effort, attitude, and toughness. All night. For 4 quarters, that's what it's all about. That's Houghton Lake football now, and you guys did it on your own.
Let's go.
By yourselves.
Let's go.
So believe in it. Believe in yourselves, and let's go. Let's go.
The marquee matchup of undefeated teams. It's the Beale City Aggies and the Houghton Lake Bobcat.
Nothing. And we proved that last year. But this year we've been working. Every single morning, every single night. It didn't matter what day it was. It didn't matter what time of day. We was there together as a family. We was working every day. As long as we got each other and God got us, ain't nothing can stop us. Why? Because we a family. And I believe in that shit. And I know you believe in me. So let's go. Family out there. 1, 2, 3, family!
Under pressure, gets it up, gets it into the hands of Graham, and he brought it down. Behind him. So the snap, he gets it, quick pitch, goes over the high side. That's going to be good for a first down. Wow, Wow, what a run. Jumps over a tackler, runs right into the end zone. Number 1, Caden Smith from 29 yards out. Smith. He cuts right up the middle and right through the line. He's off to the races. Can he be stopped? Across the 20, across the 10, into the end zone. Comes back to Kane Graham. He's going to split around the high side of the field. Across the 25, 20. He's on the run at the 10. Dodges another tackler at the 5. He's in for a touchdown.
So what does football mean to you personally, and how has it impacted your life?
Football for a while, when I was a kid, I knew it meant something to me, but I didn't know what yet. I had watched a lot of football all the time. I was glued to it, but I was too afraid to actually commit to playing it. And then eventually I'd finally decided that I'd give it a try. When I did, it was the best decision I'd ever made. I ended up just falling in love with actually playing it and not just watching it. And now, I found myself glued to not only watching videos of it, of other people, but videos of myself playing.
And what do you think about the changes that are coming into the school with the equipment, the coaching?
I know that I've taken a lot of thought. I think about it all the time. It's great. You get to go to football practice and you actually get to enjoy it. Last season was hard to enjoy, and then this season, you get excited. You're lacing up your cleats and you're ready to go. You get all the new equipment, and then you get to have Coach Searsaw being your coach, and we got good plays and we're ready to run them.
So what is it that Coach Searsaw brings to the table that you think motivates the rest of the team and yourself?
I'd say he brings a different level of discipline and energy. I know that everyone needs discipline, and he brings a good level of that, and he keeps us in check, and he keeps us on the field and doing what's right. And then he brings that energy effect. Sometimes we're lacking it. He gets us going, and we just take it from there.
To the table. To the. Stay strong. Stay strong. To the table. To the table. Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong. Stay strong.
And good evening and welcome to McBain High School. It's a football Friday night and Houghton Lake Bobcat football is on the air.
Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong. Stay strong.
He's got one One receiver split to either side. Graham on the move. He'll take the pitch, get a nice block, trying to get out of the backfield. Now he's got open field, across the 5-yard line and in for the touchdown. No flags. What a great run by number 5. Rodball takes a snap again. He's going to try to get in. He goes to the air, over the line and in. Drops back. Bailey lets loose. Bailey's got an open receiver. Dakota Matulowicz down the sideline. 20, 10, touchdown! Across the 40-yard line, good for a first down, bounces off another tackler. He's still alive at the 35-yard line, and finally brought down. Say he is short, and McBain is going to take it over on downs.
Are there any specific opponents that you're looking forward to playing this season?
I want Roscommon. I want the Jug. I want the Jug back. We want Roscommon. It's not going to be fun for them at all.
Definitely Roscommon because of last season and how that had went. 62-6 has been glued in my head since that night.
I'm really looking forward to the Roscommon game. After last year, 62-6, it really hurt, really sucked.
Beating Roscommon. That's always going to be number one on the list, regardless of everything else. Even if we're 0-8, beat Roscommon.
So one that you always circle is Roscommon. Last year, to say things didn't go our way would be an understatement, right? We got kind of blown out. We didn't get kind of blown out. We got our asses whooped, and it was embarrassing. And I think early on in that game, I remember being on the sideline thinking that I never want to be a part of something like that again, where kids were giving up and just kind of throwing the towel in early in the game. And it was pretty noticeable. And in a rival game like that, they usually say no matter what the record is, you can kind of toss that out the window, right? And it's going to be a good game. We didn't have that fire. We didn't have that. And I think it's a good test for us this year to make sure that doesn't happen.
Now, each football play, okay, in college we used to talk about this, each football play lasts between 6 and 8 seconds. That make sense? Whether it's a run, pass, whatever it is, averages out to about 6 to 8 seconds of all-out effort that you're gonna need to give, right? So we're gonna times that by 7, so each play times 7, right? That's an average, okay? That's about 875 seconds so far this year that you played football. Make sense?
Let's go.
Now we divide that by 60 and turn it into minutes. Now I'm trying to figure out what you need to give tonight for all-out effort. And it comes out to about 14 and a half minutes that you're actually going to be playing football tonight. Which is crazy to think about, right? You would think that'd be a lot longer. We would be out there for about 2.5 hours. But it's going to be about 14 and a half minutes of all-out effort that you need to give. Now we're not going to have a chance to come and get back together. So I want you to look to your left, look to your right. Stare a brother in the eye. You guys were vulnerable this week, right? Let them know you got their back by playing all out. Giving everything you got. It's less than 15 minutes that you got, boys. Less than 15 minutes with everything that you got for each other for 4 quarters to make this a great memory. Let's have that in our heads when we go out there.
Yes, sir.
All right? Be locked in.
Yes, sir.
Skills, we got 1 minute. 1 minute before we head out.
And good evening and welcome to Bobcat Field and Houghton Lake High School football on a Friday night. Steve Clausen alongside Joel Kubiak as we get ready for what should be a good one this evening. Rivalry games always are. The Bobcats welcome in the Roscommon Bucks here this evening as we get set for what should be an interesting evening. The Bucks are struggling heartily this year. They're 0-5 up to this point, 0-4 in conference play. For the Bobcats, it was a great start to the season, and it's been a rough couple of weeks after that big loss to Beale City. They went on the road to McBain last week and lost again, 42-16. They've got a definite bad taste in their mouth, and unfortunately for the Bucks, they're ready to unleash the beast here this evening.
This is your football game. We have to execute. We know it, but we have to prove it, right? Everybody with me? Hey, I believe in you, man. I believe in this. I believe in us. And I believe that we get this job tonight. Let's do it. Coach Cal.
Y'all stand up. Let's go. Now listen, I heard y'all talk about it, all right? I heard it. I heard it up there. I heard what y'all said. Now back up your words. Let's go. We back it up with our actions, right? Hell yeah. It's got to be all night. It's heat. It's effort. Attitude and toughness. For 4 quarters. 14 and a half minutes. Everything you got for the people in this huddle. That's all we need. Let's go, baby. That's all we need. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at?
Big time pass, connected at the 30-yard line, hauled it in. Here comes Trader like a freight train. Across the 50-yard line, now 45. He's down to the 30. He's to the 20, to the 10. He's in for a touchdown. Bring it back to the line, and you're right. They'll line it up in an I. Tucked under center is Bailey. Quick handoff. Big man going to bring it in. Number 57, Cooper Friend on the touchdown run. Handoff is going to go to Graham. Kane has the corner, has the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Time expires on the first half, and what a first half it was. It's Houghton Lake 30 and Roscommon 30.
I need you guys to play with effort and attitude and toughness, man. Easy. That's it. That's all I'm asking. We'll do the X's and O's. We'll make the adjustment. You guys play with effort, attitude, and toughness. Period.
Get out of your own head. This is a awesome thing. If we're present in the moment right now, it's 30-30 in the biggest games of your life, and you have a half of football to play at home in front of your crowd. That's the coolest thing you could ever ask for. Let's go. Let's let the get it done, boys. Hell yeah. Hey, KRA on 3. 1, 2, 3, KRA. Let's go. Make them remember us. Make them remember us. 62 to 6. Remember us.
Never fall back.
Extra point attempt, the high snap is going to be tipped, and it's going to be jumped on by Matulowicz. Bobcats will take over. Now they're in Roscoe territory as Ian Trader spins away from a tackler. Powers ahead. And Bailey takes the snap, quickly pitches it over on the option near side. Graham's got open field. He'll run it across the 30. Another flag comes. It's caught and drilled immediately is number 8. And Hunter Bailey, and he fumbled the ball. Made him with it.
You put a lid on it, I ain't got no chill with it. This right here your problem, you gon' have to deal with it. Lead on the line, high risk, that's the meal ticket.
Yet again.
On the ground where we at. Never fall back. No lies on facts. We will stay right where we at. We never fall back.
Oh, that's going to be a big loss.
Called it.
Big play for Ian Trader to get in there. Sling it near side. Jumping high is Kane Graham. He gets it, but a flag. Bailey, this time with a little bit of time, he gets some air under it. He gets into Vankunis and a touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Came with the hands out, get them off us. I'm 24/7 in the office. Pay attention, cause I ain't repeating offers. Yeah, never met a man I've been scared of. Careful, you gon' get exactly what you asked for. Here for whatever you bring me, getting handled. I answer to no one, I don't need to hassle. Yeah.
And we're ready if we head to overtime. Quick snap, man drops back, puts a lot of air under this one. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. Kyler Emmerich on some great coverage. Open man! And we brought down at the 20-yard line. Regulation is over. Possession 1 for the Bobcats. It's in for a touchdown! Over 2. They line up in the eye. The quick handoff. And it's good. 54 to 46. Houghton Lake takes the lead. And takes a low snap. Slings it. That one's going to be your final score. Houghton Lake 54.
What a game!
Roscommon 52. The cheerleaders storm the field.
Can you tell me what football means to you personally? How it has impacted your life?
Football means everything to me. I literally breathe the sport every day. I'm either watching film, watching Mahomes do stuff on Sundays, everything. My dad, my brother, my boys in the back. Like, football's everything to me. It's all I got.
So how has being part of a football team influenced your growth on and off the field?
It's changed me a lot, especially this year. It's made me a better person, like more communicative, like at my job or in the classroom, being able to just be collaborative with people.
Like 15 yards. Ian, I got rerouted. When we F up, you're going vertical, trying to make you're not staying and blocking as heavy because it's a pass play, right? Yeah. It's X drag. I want you to try to take Andrew vertical, right? We talked about that in film.
Are there any core values that you want to emphasize in the team's new identity?
Definitely, that's a great question. I went back, actually today we had a guest speaker and he was talking about something we said in the paper and he's talking about EAT, and it's an acronym, stands for effort, attitude, and toughness. And I think we talk about how those are 3 things you can control, right? Your effort is between you and you. I can't start your car for you, as Coach Calvin would say. You start your own engine, and you decide how much effort you want to put in. And I think the effort is just as much mental as it is physical. It's not just trying hard when we're out running sprints. It's, are you paying attention? Are you giving the effort to pay attention to the plays when you're not in? The A stands for attitude, which is, again, between you and you. Regardless of your circumstance, you choose how you react to it. And then toughness, which I think has been an issue here. When I look back at the rosters and some of the kids, we don't have a lot of big kids that play here. You know, we play Beale City, we play McBain. They got some big kids, so it's easy for us to just not be tough and say, hey, they're way bigger than us. So we're trying to instill the toughness value as well.
On the bus, just in the locker room.
Tonight, for these 2 teams, again, both coming in with the identical 4-2 overall records, the 3-2 conference record. Playoff implications on the line.
I mean, it's going to be a fun night of football. Both teams coming off of a huge win last week, and exciting wins at that. So, you know, both teams feeling good, and it's going to be a battle for sure.
Bobcats lead the all-time series, 28 games in all, 17, 10, and 1 overall. So considerable edge, but it is going to be a tough contest here tonight as Lake City has put up with some pretty tough opponents this season and put up some nice wins.
My 11 is better than their 11. Every person out here, every 11 guys is better than theirs. Let's go. This is a playoff game. Yeah!
Bring it out.
Hey, I love you boys. Family on 3.
1, 2, 3, family!
Shotgun ready for the snap. Here it comes. Pressure on the way. Long pass. That's picked off. Grabbed at the 20-yard line, and here come the Trojans. Look out across the 40. Now 50-yard line. One man to beat. Or do we have closing speed? We do. Hold the ball. Get on top of it. And the question is, who got on top of it? It looks like the Bobcats have regained possession. Kane's on the run, 35, 40, now 45. He's at midfield and crosses the 47-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Snap turns across the 10-yard line, now to 5. He's going for the end zone, and he's got it. No flags on the field. A 12-yard touchdown run for number 5, Kane Graham.
Let's go. Let's go, boys. Believing. We're going to ground and pound. We're going to stick it in there. Let's go. All right, let's go. Get a break. We're 2 by 2. Hey, earn it all 3. 1, 2, 3, earn it. Go, baby. Let's go. Go.
Fourth and 7. Wants to throw. He does. He hits his receiver. Good for first down yard. Caught at the line of scrimmage and somehow squirts out, and now he goes to the end zone. Wowzers from 17 right out. Now the high side of the field, Kane Graham fighting off players. Stiff arm, he still goes. Then he's hip tossed about 6 yards ahead. He turns the corner and he's off to the races across the 25, now 10, now 5, now touchdown. In motion, Kane takes the snap, throws back now, and here comes Bailey up the near sideline across the 50-yard line, 45 into Lake City territory. Get set, he does, downfield, and he gets it to Titus Van Kunis for a first down. First and 10 from the 12, Bailey drops back, now another throw, and that one's picked off. So that's how the game is going to end, essentially. Your final score from Lake City, the Trojans 24, your Houghton Lake Bobcats 12.
Seniors, what you got? Guaranteed. 2 more times. To be out here battling. This team, as a group, this is what you got. Guaranteed. I'd like to see this number go to here and to here and see how high we can make that number go. All right? Do not be disappointed in yourself. We got shit we got to figure out. Everybody. Coaches, players, right? We'll figure it out. This is not a time to say we lost to Lake City, we're done. We've lost to 3 teams. All 3 of those teams are making playoffs. That's something to be a little bit proud about. We've battled with all those teams other than Beale City. Battled with McBain. Battled with these guys. They know that. Their coaches know that. Every coach I've talked to has a lot of good shit to say about you guys and what we've done in comparison to last year. Don't lose sight of that stuff. I'm proud of your guys' efforts. Again, I take some blame on the offense. I'll own up to that shit. All right? Promise me, we're going to regroup. We're going to get this shit together. You guys are going to have faith in us, in each other, in the process, right? In the process. Let's get better next week.
And good evening and welcome back to Houghton Lake Bobcat Field and Bobcat football on a Friday night. Rain falling steadily here in Houghton Lake, but the stands have filled in really nice. Plenty of umbrellas popped up and even a few of the portable pop-up tents on site here tonight.
Lots of umbrellas, lots of fans, lots of cheerleaders. Rainy night, but the Bobcat spirits are still high.
Let's play for full chorus. Give it everything you got for the people in this house. All right, let's go. Hey, everyone on 3. 1, 2, 3, out!
Quick snap, handoff's going to come up the near side. This one is Ian Trader. He'll get it across the 30, 24, and he's on the run. Open field across the 50, now 45-40 into Bobcat territory. Can they get him? They do. Turn around, the pitch goes to Graham. Kane trying to turn the corner and get to the 10. He does now. Upended as he gets to the 50. Check that, it's Graham again. He'll keep it across the 40, 45, 50. Loses the ball, and Everett's going to jump on top of it. Man, they just picked his pocket. Up here comes the pass. Wallace to the end zone, hits his man, and that one's going to be good. Here it comes, quick handoff goes to Kane Graham. He'll turn the corner across the 40, now 45, 50. Okay, I'll take a big play. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, no flags.
I don't see any. Let's go.
that when we return. Halftime at Houghton Lake. It's the Bobcats 8, the Everett Wildcats 14. Kane's going to cut free. Kane's on the run. Across the 20, across the 10. Touchdown. No flags. Intercepted. That one's picked off. And who else but number 5, Kane Graham, who steps in front of it. At their own 35, 2 quick first downs, but now they face a third down. 4 receivers split to the high side of the field. Graham takes a snap, cuts around the defender, cuts across the 10-yard line, down. Wow! And he is in for the touchdown! Wow! By loose ball. It's going to be caught in the air by Everett, though. What a break for the Wildcats. John Jackson on the run across the 40, now 50, tries to tightline it. Quarterback keeper hit again and driven down. They changed their decision. Snap is down, the kick is up. It's good. But a minute and 16 seconds left. Good time. Same near side over to Bailey. It's going to be pitched back again to Kane Graham. He'll come to the near side. And I don't know that he got first down yardage. Needed to get to about the 34-yard line. Boy, that spot is going to be close. No indication from the official yet, although it looked like he just held up about an inch short. Everett ball. There's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a heartbreaker on homecoming night.
What inspired you to become a coach?
Probably my head coach when I played. I played at Whittemore. We weren't too awful bad. Played at the Silverdome, but the biggest thing that he always pushed was do the right thing. And it's not just do the right thing. Sometimes do the right thing every time. It's not always the easiest thing to do, but your character is always going to define who you are. So you just keep pushing to do the right thing, and then eventually things are going to happen right for you.
Well, what are some key takeaways or lessons that you think you and the team have learned from last year?
Well, I'm pretty sure they know how to take a punch by now, and then get back up. Because even after all the losses, all the people talking behind their backs, people wanting them to lose, this, that, the other, they sat there and they still came together and still kept coming back to practice, regardless how bad they wanted to quit or how bad it hurt. They just kept coming back to it. So, I mean, they should know by now that there's no more excuses. It's not just because we had a couple seniors, not a lot of senior leadership or anything else like that. It's just, there's no excuses. You're a senior. This is your year. This is how you move forward in life.
tries for the high side of the field. He's going to outrun one defender. He's going to get past another. He's going to go towards the end zone, and it's going to be in for a touchdown. With time, unloads as pressure comes in, and he's picked off. And that one was just a floater, and it floated right into the hands of Toby Owen.
Hey, got it played in there, Tyler. Got it in there, Tyler. 24.
Going to take the snap, going to sling it across the field, hits his receiver, in stride across the 40, that's Tyler Bailey. Under pressure, gets rid of it though, long pass, hold in, good for a touchdown. Shotgun, here's the snap, Bloom looks high side, it's going to be... let's go! Dakota Matulowicz is going to take it to the house on a pick six. To get some air under it, he does. Bailey to Bailey. But the handoff is going to go to Trader. Ian's going to spin his way towards the goal line and in for the touchdown from 8 yards out. He's got a first down. He's got a lot more. Across the 40, now 30, now 20, now 10. Touchdown, Bobcat!
Are you kidding me right now?
Listen up. Okay, 36-0, but it was a weird way to get there. I agree with that.
Yes.
Do we think we got into a little of that shit talking bullshit that we said not to do? Yes. Don't do it. There's going to be way more of it this half. Because we're here to play football. We're not here to say, oh, we're winning, let's take it easy, let's run out the clock. We're here to dominate. Like I said, every possession, every play, all phases of the football game.
Hey, listen, I'm proud of you boys. We got 2 more quarters guaranteed. Let's make it the 2 best quarters that we played. I got that? See, yeah, best 2 quarters of your life. This is what you need. This is what we're asking for. So make sure you get the job done. Yes, sir. No.
Completion, but it comes out of his hands and covered up by the Bobcats. Bailey wants to put some air under this one. He does. Connects to Tyler Bailey. And with that, it will be a Bobcat victory.
You don't even act happy. It's okay. Okay? We whooped their ass. That's what we came here to do. We did it in a weird way, but that's what we came here to do. We're 5-4. We'll figure out tonight or tomorrow morning if we get to go do this again. You know how fun that'll be if you guys do it. And I know it's weird right now for you seniors because right now you're like, man, do we get in or do we not? So again, if you need to take a minute out here together before we leave, take a minute out here together because you just don't know. All right, Coach S.
Guys, I'm very proud of you. I told y'all before at Lake City, right? Follow this dude. Listen to him. And right there, That's why. Right there is why. Okay, because we could be over here celebrating and everything else, but that's the more important life lesson. So take it to heart. You seniors, take in this moment. Take a little extra time on the field. Okay, we don't know what's going to happen next week. But I know one thing. We went from the freaking bottom, all right, and we dug our ways out. We dug, we clawed, we worked our ass off in the summertime, right? You guys came together. You got the freaking rope on me still, right? You remember that shit? That shit's important. It will always be important, okay? And you guys came out and you're winners. No one can take that from you. I'm very proud of you. Keep following this man. Let's go.
Hey, earn it on 3. 1, 2, 3, earn it! Here we go.
Where's Hudson?
Again, today belongs to high school football as the MHSAA officials gathered early this morning to help lay out the first round playoff pairings.
The season wrapped up last night. So now we've got 288 teams, folks. Count them. 288 teams to be exact that are awaiting their names to find out where they're going to be going as they begin their quest for the postseason.
Houghton Lake Bobcats get another crack at McBain. The Ramblers won the regular season meeting 42-16.
Football is a long season in comparison to others. If you include all of the off-season stuff that you do. So I got here in January. So from doing all the lifting, all the summer work, it was a long summer for us, man, because we had to build off of nothing, right? It was the coaching staff's first time all together. So we have to put together our plays, our blocking schemes, what kind of defense do we want to run? And it takes a lot of man hours, and the kids do a lot of work. And sometimes you do something your first time out and you're like, we don't really like that. So we just learned all these schemes, and then we just throw them out the window. So sometimes you waste a little bit of time, which can be tough on the kids. But those guys persevering, I think my entire goal getting here was let's make playoffs. You know, first step was get the job. Second step was create the environment. Third step was make the playoffs. And you have a lot of ups and downs within the season. And we started off hot. Our schedule was great, allowed us to go 3-0. And then we ran into Beale City, and they beat us 50-8. And that was kind of a moment where we're like, okay, we're not crazy good all of a sudden. And I think that was good for the kids to go through that. They've lost to Beale City with those same scores in past years, but it didn't feel the same, right? We competed a little bit, we scored in the first half. You know, there are some things we could take away with that. And then I think back on just the year in general, and we had a lot of emotional games. You know, we go play for the Jug against Roscommon. It's 54-52 overtime game. That's crazy. That doesn't happen often. Then right after that, we got to go play Lake City, and we're beating them after they beat us 69-0 last year, and we lose in a tight game. And then you go back to Everett, and we lose 23-22 at the end of that game. So that's really tough on the kids, and I think something that we strive to do weekly is to have a little bit of fun at the end of practice, or even when we watch film. You know, you can't just be super military-like where you're just screaming at the kids. You know, they're not going to give you a response. So you'll see me and a couple of the other coaches, we play around with them. We speak the same language. We joke around with them. That way they can relate to us, and I think that's helped us a lot.
And good evening and welcome to McBain High School football on a Friday night. Cloudy, a little bit misty, and, overall a pretty good football night. 62 degrees here in McBain as we get set for district play, and something that a lot of folks didn't necessarily think was going to be a possibility this year for our Houghton Lake Bobcats. First-year head coach Ryan Searsaw has done a bang-up job with this team. The team has really bought into everything that the coaching staff is doing, and that has led to great success.
You know the deal. Win or go home, right? Pretty big football game. At the end of the day, it's still about blocking, tackling, speed, leverage, doing our job. We talk about it all the time. Alignment, assignment, technique. That's what this game comes down to. All right? There's no Barry Sanders over there. There's no Barry Sanders over here. It takes 11 dudes at all times. All time. Every position, every side of the ball, offense, defense, special teams, doesn't matter. We have to execute. Do your job. Don't worry about doing someone else's job, and we're going to be just fine. We know we can compete with these guys physically. We know we are If not, just as much as them, more than them. We've done that. We've played. We've been in the game. You guys agree with me on that?
Yes,
I'm pretty confident. But we have to do our job. Don't let this game be an emotional roller coaster. Let's stay even keel. Believe in yourself undoubtedly all the time. Everyone with me?
Yes,
Coach. Coach Cap.
All right, boys. Listen, it's about holding the rope tonight, right? Hold that rope. We became a team when this shit started happening, right? We became a team. We were galvanized at that moment. And ever since then, we've been taking steps forward. And hell, now it's playoff football. Time to lay it all on the line. Okay, I checked the numbers. Okay, I had Coach Colo grab me the roster. They have 6 seniors. We have 13. Is that number accurate, 13 seniors? Boy, we're doubling them up, right? It should be twice as important to us. Okay, so make sure it's as important to the seniors as it is to the junior, to the sophomore, to the freshman that's on the sideline. Because it's going to take all of us holding this damn rope. You understand that?
Yes, Coach.
Now have that mentality for 4 quarters to go out and be a dog. Go out and compete. Now get up on your feet, boys. There ain't no dog sitting down, huh?
Hell no.
We gotta come in their place.
Oh yeah.
Now let's make sure for 4 quarters you got that mentality. Yeah. 4 quarters all night. You're gonna be a dog. You understand that?
Yes,
Do it for each other. Hold the rope for each other. Play for 4 quarters all night. Now where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Let's go! Easy, you got us. Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family! Live in the moment. Have each other's back. And fight to the end. Love each other. Let's go, baby. It's about each other. It ain't about you. It ain't about you. It's about us. It's about us. Hey, yourself. It's about each other. Playoffs. This is what it's about. We worked all season. Let's go. We was 1-8 last year. We was one of the worst teams in the state. Now look at us.
Yes, sir.
We competing.
Yes, sir.
We here. And who did it?
Let's go.
We did it.
Let's go.
So give me everything you got tonight.
Yes, sir.
Fight for your fucking brothers.
Yes, sir.
And leave that shit on the field.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Bailey wants to throw. He does. Wide open is his receiver. Good for a first down and then some. Across the 40, now 50. Now the 45, 40. He's going to be tripped, but not down at the 30. He did step out of bounds. Snap comes back to Kane Graham. He's looking for blocking, but he loses his footing. Shotgun, Rodenbaugh takes the snap, he wants to run it, goes to the high side, he's going to follow his blocker, good for first down yardage across the 45. 4 on the carry, good for 5, spins out of a tackle, good for first down yardage. He turns snap and a quarterback keeper. Rodenbaugh changes direction, goes to the high side, now he gets around the defenders, now he gets into the end zone, no flags and a touchdown. McBain scores first. One's going to be quickly dumped off into the hands of Bailey. He's going to take it across the 45 up to the 50 and into McBain territory. So the ball's going to be just short, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 1. Bobcats will have to try it again. Here's a direct snap to Kane Graham, and he's going to be taken down. Snap comes back. Rodenbaugh goes to the weak side now. He's going to cut it around the end and in for the touchdown. Trying to go high side, he does. 30, now 35. He's got room to run at the 40-yard line, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. That's going to do it for the first half of football here in McBain. It's a wet Friday night, and the Ramblers hold a 14-0 lead.
And what we talk about, unwavering belief. Unwavering belief. That has to be the same regardless of circumstance, right? Loser shit is being like, oh no, we're down, blah, blah, blah. You got half football left on the year, potentially. What are you going to do with it? Okay? Choose positivity. Choose positivity. Have a good attitude. Be a good teammate. We can win the fucking game. We're going to have to crawl. We're going to have to fight. We're going to have to scrape, cheat, kick, lie, steal, all the shit, but we can win the game. You guys got me on that. Yes, Coach. You got to believe it here, and you got to talk it here, and you got to think it here. Everyone with me.
Yes, Coach.
Throw, he does. Open receiver, hit on the far side of the field. Bailey tucks it, he wants to run, he's pointing out blockers, he's got a first down, he's got some more as he scampers out of bounds. McBain on a 2nd down and short. Handoff goes to Acom again. He's going to get a 1st down and then some. He's coming to the high side of the field. He runs through one tackler and right into the end zone. And that was Tyler Bailey again, so that Bailey to Bailey connection paying off tonight. Pressure comes on Bailey. He'll try to throw. He does to the end zone. And converts on the first score of the night for the Bobcats. That's going to do it for us here tonight. 46-6, the final score. McBain comes away with the win.
You've earned the right to feel the way you feel right now. Okay? And as shitty as it feels, it was a whole hell of a lot better than what you felt last year. Because it wasn't important to y'all last year. Y'all made it important to you. And that's a great life lesson, right? And listen, they're a good football team. They're physical, right? But you guys are a totally different team. You're totally different people. And that's going to help you out when you go through some hardships in your life, right? You're going to be down and out. Hell, girlfriend breaks up with you. Shit doesn't go right at college. Shit doesn't go right at the job. And instead of quitting, you guys are going to know you got it within you to turn this shit around and to fight back. Because that's what you did. I was asking all last year, right? Fight back. When are we going to fight back? And this man allowed you to believe in yourself and you decided to fight back. I am so proud of you guys, and I want you to know I'm always in your corner, right? You seniors, 13 of you boys, you grew up this year, okay? You grew up in the men. I can't wait to coach some of you guys in basketball, but I will always be in your corner, okay? Because you didn't give up. I'm proud of you. All right, I want to break down here.
I love you guys. This was I know it feels shitty right now. This is alright. I appreciate all your guys' effort, everything you guys put into it. I know what we put into it. We did some really, really special things, man. We did. And you guys will never forget it. I'll never forget it. Alright? I'd love to give you guys a 30-minute speech right now. I'm gonna be bawling my eyes out. This hurts us too, right? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the efforts you guys put in. And at the end of the day, raise your hand if you talk to me on a football field in week 10 last year. Nobody. Probably not those guys. Probably none of those guys. Right? You guys did something special. And I love you and I appreciate you.
Last year, this time, well, not this time, told you guys that there's no excuses, right? Said the same thing. You guys are now seniors. There's no excuses for how your season turns out. You rose to that challenge. Took it within yourselves to get better. To get better. To band together. Regardless of what all the community members said, what other people were saying, forums were saying, y'all work together. We got Coach. I was saying we got Coach Searsaw here. And then prove people wrong. Prove people wrong. Prove people wrong. Proved us right. Because we knew what the guys had.
Hey, you guys got a bond now, never be broken with this. This is a cool thing. I know I heard this was
fucking awesome. You'll love this the rest of your life. And we can circle up one last time on Bobcat, so let's be loud and proud. Let's circle it up. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, boys. Bobcat.
Do it.
Oh! Ah!
Hey, Bobcats on 3.
1, 2, 3, Bobcats!
Loose ball's out. Loose ball. And that's going to be jumped on right at the goal line. And it's jumped on by the Bobcats. Recovered by number 52 down there. And we were talking about John Shellhouse and the good games he's been having. And there is a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Hunter Bailey to Tyler Bailey, and a big-time connection for the Bobcat offense. Under center is Bailey. Quick handoff. Big man going to bring it in. Number 57, Cooper Friend on the touchdown run. Quick handoff. Here comes Trader like a freight train. Across the 50-yard line, now 45. He's down to the 30. He's to the 20, to the 10. He's in for a touchdown. Going to carry it. He's going to get a first down and then some across the 40 down to the 35. This time with one man to his right. He's going to pass under pressure. Gets it up. Gets it into the hands of Graham. And he brought it down. Bailey, this time with a little bit of time, he gets some air under it. He gets into Vankunis and a touchdown. Let's go. Right in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Bloom looks high side. It's going to be let's go. Dakota Matulowicz is going to take it to the house on a pick six. Off to Graham. He's going to cut free. He's on the run. Across the 20, across the 10. Touchdown. No flags. This one's going to go to Graham. He's going to stiff arm across the 25. Ahead of the 20 and is on the way to the end zone. And that one ain't going to be called away. Touchdown by the Bobcats. A great 5-play drive. Drops back. Bailey lets loose. Bailey's got an open receiver. Dakota Matulowicz down the sideline. 20, 10, touchdown.